from Mahmoud Hammad School. Our lesson today is about Unit 11. We'll talk about vocabulary. We'll talk here about formal and informal words. Also, we'll talk about word families and the grammar talking about processes. Here, we'll explain about passive. Let's start here by formal and informal. What do we mean by formal words? Here, these words, we use them when we talk about government or things related to it. We have number 1, complete, 2, construct, 3, entire, extent, inception, operational, progress, site. These words are formal. I want now to talk about informal words. Here we have the same meaning, okay? But this is formal, and here beginning, move forward, ready to use, build, place, stretch, finish, whole. These are informal. Now, I want to match formal with its meaning, but informal. Complete, what do we mean by complete? Complete here means finish. Construct, the same meaning with informal, build. Entire means whole. Extend means stretch. Inception, I mean by inception, the beginning. Operational, ready to use. Progress, move forward. Site, we mean by site, place. Okay? By this way, we have matched the formal words with their informal meaning. Now, after this, we'll answer 1 or 2 questions how to choose formal or informal words. Our question is, complete these sentences with formal or informal words. Number 1. The new government computer system is not expected to be fully until the end of the year. Here, notice, we have the word government. Government, so here, I must use formal words. The new government computer system is not expected to be fully operational until the end of the year. So here I can't use ready to use because we are talking about something formal, government. Number 2, when I was a child, here I'm talking about myself. So here, not formal. When I was a child, I used to love building tree houses. Tomorrow, I'm planning to spend, here also I'm talking about myself. Tomorrow, I'm planning to spend the whole day on the beach. As part of their holiday, tourists will visit many important archaeological. Notice here we have tourists. So I must here use formal words. As part of their holiday, tourists will visit many important archaeological sites. Five, by the time they did their homework, it was time for bed. Here, there is no word can talk about government or something formal. So here we use informal by the time they'd finished their homework. It was time for bed. In the 12 months since the new tax system has raised 9 million pounds. Here we have the word, notice here, tax system. So it is formal here. Tax system related to the government. It's a system. So in the 12 months since its inception, the new tax system has raised 9 billion. Okay, so here we choose and write the correct word, formal or informal. Sure, as the final exam, this will choose between, choose in brackets. Okay, now let's move to another one. Number 5. Choose the correct formal or informal word to complete these sentences. Okay? Here we only have to choose. What a waste of time I've spent. I'm talking here also about myself. So here we need to choose informal. What a waste of time. I spent the whole afternoon fixing my computer. Number 2, since its inception or beginning, this organization has been at the forefront of research. Here notice we have this word, organization, so something formal. I use inception. So we must choose inception. 3, I'll ring you back in a few minutes. I'm just completing or finishing my lunch. I'm talking about myself, so something informal. I'll ring you back in a few minutes. I'm just finishing. Next year, the college plans to stretch the number of subjects it offers by 50%. Here we're talking about something formal. We have college. So next year the college plans to extend the number of subjects it offers by 50%. Now number 5, a government spokesman said that the new airport would not be fully operational or ready to use until early in the new year. Here I think it's clear. We have government. So it is formal. I choose operational. Number 6, have you looked out of the window? They've started constructing or building the new block. Here, okay, there is no need for something formal. It is informal, so we choose building. Last one, 7, the organization hopes, so here I think it's formal, hopes to be able to attract tourists to visit the many historical sites or places in the southeast of the country. So here, sites, the correct answer. So by this, we have finished formal and informal words. Now, let's move. Here, we'll move to another idea, word families. Here, also, this exercise at the final exam, you will choose which is the suitable word. Adjective, noun, verb, okay, according to the meaning, okay, and what suits the sentence. Here, complete these sentences with words derived from the words in brackets. Here, I have the word between brackets, and I want to write the correct word that derived from it. Number one, the construct of the dam involved. Here we have the word construct, okay? There is no noun, okay, that needs adjective, okay? So the construct of the dam, here we should write the noun, the construction. Construction of the dam involved the of many history building. Here we have the word building noun, so it needs before it adjective. Many historical Number two, the date for the complete of the dam. Here also, we must use the noun completion of the dam. Three, the cost of the dam project has risen partly because the have worked. Who have worked? Very slowly. Who have worked? So here we need the people. Who? Builders. Because builders. I don't think so. It's okay to translate? Arabic? Okay. The construction of the dam. Here by construction we mean building, البناء of the dam. Number two, the date for the completion of the dam project is 2009. إنه الموعد لإتمام مشروع السد هو عام 2009. 3. The cost of the dam project إنه تكلفة مشروع السد has risen partly because the builders البنائين have worked very slowly and partly because of here we need noun because of inefficiency. Okay, here also I advise my students here this question, if it is not a translation, okay, we have also at the final exam choose in brackets the correct word in brackets, which is the correct word. Here, like this question. Choose the correct word between brackets. I'd like to be an archaeology or archaeologist when I leave university. Here, I'd like to be an archaeologist when I leave university. 2. Wherever I go on holiday, I like to visit places of historical or history interest. Here, after the brackets, we have now. Okay? If we see here, we have now, so we need before it adjective. So the correct answer, historical. 3. Some of the built or buildings have already been damaged by the flood. So some of the buildings. And don't forget here we have some, so there must be plural. 4. Cities like London are planning the construction or constructing of a new flood defense schemes. Here there is no need for adjective verb, so the correct answer, construction. So I advise all students exercises like this. You must study them, choose in brackets and translation. Now we'll move to a new idea here. We'll return to the passive with models. Okay? As you know, my students, how do we form passive? Remember, I must start first to write the object. After the object, I need modal verb. Sure, here I'm talking about passive with modals, not with other tenses. Object, modal verb. After the modal verb, be. And then we use past participle. And after is the completion of the sentence. Look here. Here we have 4 sentences. Notice number 1. They should pay much more attention to safety. Where is the model here? Should. Okay? If I want to answer it, how do we make passive? They should pay much more attention to safety. We said that, first of all, we need to write the object. After the object, to return to our rule, object. Then the model. After the model, verb be. Then the past participle. Try to answer them. Okay, return to the sentences before answers. They should pay much more attention to safety. I want the object. Where is the object here? They should pay what? Much more attention. This is the object. Then I put the model. After the model, be. Then past participle, paid. So my sentence will be like this. Much more attention should be paid to safety. Notice here the answer. Much more attention should be paid to safety by them if I want to mention the subject. Return to the other sentences. The designers would divide the tunnel into 4 sections. Also here we start by the object. After the object, I need the model. Here we have modal verb would. After it be, then the past participle and the completion. So my answer will be the tunnel would be divided into 4 sections. I repeat. The tunnel would be divided into 4 sections. Okay, let's check the answer. Notice here that tunnel would be divided into 4 sections. Now, try to answer with me. Number 3. They could ventilate the tunnel better. To remind you, object, model, be, past participle, then the condition. Here, so, where is the object? The tunnel. Could be, past participle, ventilated better. Number 4, they could construct large holes between the sections. Where is the object? They could construct. What could they construct? Large holes. So the object here, large holes, could be, verb 3, constructed between the sections. I repeat, large holes could be constructed between the sections. Let's check here the answers. Number 10. Yes, here. Much more attention. We said this is number 1. Number 2, 3. The tunnel could be ventilated better. 4. Large holes could be constructed between the sections. So, by this, we have finished our lesson today. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the benefit, okay, I wish all the students, okay, to get the benefit from our lessons.